Hey everybody. So here we are in the studio and I've got my girl here. This is something blue jeans Barbie. I'll put a picture or something up so you can see who I'm talking about. So, long story long, long time ago, I decided I wanted a Pink and Pretty Barbie. And so I found one online for cheap on eBay or whatever. And I got her, and come to find out, it wasn't at all Pink and Pretty Barbie. It was this girl wearing Pink and Pretty Barbie's outfit. Now, she's gorgeous in it because look at how pretty she is in pink, right? She's got this beautiful pink coloration to her skin. Look at how lovely she is. And she just glows. Just glows. Oh, there goes my thing. She just glows. She's just beautiful. And I wasn't sorry to have her, so whatever. I just kept her. I didn't complain to the seller. And I decided that I would get a new Pink and Pretty Barbie, put her in the outfit because the clothing was in pristine condition. And so I did that. I finally eventually found one that I liked for fairly inexpensive. But then that left me with a doll who was now naked. And she's beautiful. She's such a pretty doll. And I really wanted to put her on display. So I found somebody else posted about this outfit. I think it's called Silver Sparkle or something like that. So the doll is from 1981 and the outfit is from 1983. So they're pretty close, right? They're in the neighborhood of being with each other. And I just fell in love. So because it is so over the top. Remember how I talked about like the extra outfits were for me? Yeah, this is pretty danged extra. The only thing it's missing is it did come with a sash. The sash is made out of the same material that Day to Night Barbie has her scarf made out of. And I felt like, you know what? I'm not mad to not have it because I feel like that would be too much. But she does need a necklace. I made these earrings for her, but I do feel like she needs a necklace, don't you? So this is what we're going to do. You and me together, we are going to make her a necklace. And we are going to make her sparkle and shine. So that is my plan. So let me get some stuff together. I'll reset all of this so that we are facing down and we can see what I'm doing. And we will make her, we'll get her outfit finished and get her complete. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I brought out quite a few things here for us to play with. I have got, of course, my super glue. I've got, these are just plugs. There's the plastic plugs for piercings. So they're like retainers. So like if you have a job where you can't have like a nose piercing or something, you could put one of these in and it's clear and it's very unobtrusive. And they've got this nice flat edge. And this is what I use for, if I can get it to, hopefully you can see that. And this is what I use for the earrings, or I've been using for the earrings for my dolls. If you have a solution or a suggestion, let me know. I've also got some of this. This is some rhinestone chain that I picked up so when I was the costume director for the Michigan Renaissance Festival, I used to buy tiaras for the princesses. And this is from that company. I bought this. It was on sale. I just got a really good deal on it. And so I picked it up thinking, oh, maybe I can use that in some of my stuff. So I just want to kind of experiment with this because it's on this chain that kind of collapses and moves. And it's kind of cool. So I use it on a lot of my books and various other things. So I'm just going to cut it. It cuts apart really easily. It's just got little thin strips of metal in between it, in between the gems. So I'm just going to kind of make sure I don't have a little weird end hanging out. I think that cut pretty cleanly. And here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to glue that so we'll have dangle earrings. I don't know if this doll is going to get them or not, but I just want to kind of try that out. Do you think that's a good idea? All right. We're going to try that out. We're going to cut two. So cut that little end off. And then we will cut a second one. Second little length. And then I don't know how to close this off. I don't have a soldering gun to like add a little closure. So I don't really know what I would do to turn this into a necklace, because that would be a pretty necklace. But I could make a necklace. So I've got some silver chain here too. So I could, in theory, make a little necklace and have some of these coming off. I could like glue this to the chain, have some of those dangling. So anyway, I've got ideas. I've got ideas of what I do. I also have my nail gems here, which are pretty shiny, and we'll see if they play nicely together with the other rhinestones. I don't know what I'm going to go with yet. So we're going to take one of these, and I've made a little puddle of glue. So I'm just going to dip it, and then I'm going to tap it here. Kind of wherever it lands, it lands. And then we're going to set that off to the side to dry. Let's grab the other one, tap it, and tap. And again, wherever it sets, that's where it goes. All right, and then we will let those dry. So that's earrings. All right, let's see how much chain we want for a necklace. Probably don't need a lot. I'm just going to kind of loosely measure this, cut off a chunk. Okay, so this is about where that's going to hang, and I think that's pretty good. Yeah? That looks good to me. So what if we had like little dangles coming off of it, and we just glued those down to the chain? Do you think that would work? Let us find out together. Okay, so do I want to? I don't want to put a giant clasp, because I've got like these, but this is like gigantic. I've got a bunch of jump rings. I've also got some lobster claws in here that might be a little smaller. Nope, that one's gigantic too. Way too big. Like, you don't want something so huge. I mean, for this I kind of do, because I'm thinking these are going to be a feature that these are going to come down off of. All right, so let's kind of arrange our design. So we're going to make a design board. Usually when you do like jewelry, you'll have like a little board that you arrange everything on. So we're going to do that in miniature here. So my vision is that we'll have one that kind of closes it up and one to either side. And then on these rings, we'll either have these coming down, like if the earrings are 3, it could be like 2, 2, and 3, or 3, 3, and 4, 3, 3, and 5. Better to go longer, we can always snip off. 3. Odd numbers are always better than even numbers in design. My design students will tell you. They'll tell you that I tell them that, but I tell them that because it's true. Odd numbers better than even, because even numbers kind of trap you and don't give a lot of room for motion and movement. But odd numbers are odd, and so you have to kind of, they just give you more opportunity for moving things around. Okay, I think those are all good. So then this one would like be glued there. And I'm just thinking super glue. I'll have to cut that tab off. This one will be glued there, and this one here. What do you think? I kind of like that. What do you think? Let me zoom in. This is kind of what I was thinking. The downside is I think I have to put it on her, like to, you know what I mean? Like close it up, and then it just won't have a closure. And like if I want to take it off her, I just have to like open up that jump ring again, which isn't the end of the world, right? Now, let's see. Where are my breaks? So you grab one side, grab the other side, and you just twist them apart, just like that. So I'm going to go here, and this is going to be very imprecise for this first one. And we can always replace, we can always move them if we don't like them. And then you just twist them back to close it up. Do I like that placement? Am I happy with that? I worry about, see how this is like, so here's what we've done. So now this is standing up like that, not laying flat against the skin. Well, skin, quotes. Is that going to give me trouble? I don't know. All right. Let's do the other one. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. What's the worst that'll happen? How do we look? Not bad. That looks pretty even to me. Okay. Okay, okay. Right tool for the right job. Because next, I think, is going to come gluing. Is that what's next? I think so. And so then, here's my worry. If I glue this onto here, and then I go to put it on, is it going to fall apart? I guess there's only one way to find out, right? There's only one way to find out. Let's check and make sure we still like it. I think I do. I think I do still like it. Is it going to bother me if these kind of hang weird? I guess we're going to find that out too. But yeah, I think I like that. Okay. So let's bring this back. Let's put this on here. Let me get back in frame. Trying to keep these from twisting on me any more than they already are. Hopefully my glue is still liquid. Oh, for sure it is. I have no idea if I'm making good contact or not. We're gonna try. This may work. This may not work. Oh, it glued. It glued. Look at that. It is glued. I'll be danged. Okay. So I want to open this up so that I can see where the join is, so that I'm not gluing the join, if that makes sense. Okay. And then dab. And then, is it fine? It's fine. I think however it ends up on there is going to be okay. Don't you think? I think it'll be fine. What's the worst that happens? We're in the art studio. What is the worst that can happen? All right, let's take a look at these. Are we happy with these? These are really pretty. Like, I like the earrings she has on, but look, they're against her rainbow now. How can you be mad about that? You can't. It's legally not possible to be mad when there's a rainbow. I don't make the rules. Look at that. That's so cute. Okay. Okay, I'm not mad at this. All right, I don't want those right now. I want this. And I'm going to start, this end is going to go through this ring and then through that ring. Okay. So this end has to go through this ring. That was lucky. Did you see that? Like a boss, I hooked it. This one's not going to go that gently into the good night. Oh no, I lost it. That's what I get for bragging. Sorry, I think I have to do this off screen so I can see what I'm doing. So this is fussy and fiddly. I kind of knew it would be. I'm going to try to do this on camera.
2,000 years later.
Okay, everybody hold your breath. Clap your hands and say, I do believe in fairies. Come on. This is like playing a skill game at the festival.
1 eternity later.
If I wasn't doing this on camera, it would go so smoothly. It would have been like, first try. And then I'd have been like, why didn't I film that? That went so smoothly. Nobody breathe. Okay, that was way too much drama. Okay, now, and it's way too long. Oh no, look, it's way too long. I mean, is it? Yeah. So I want this, and that needs to be, look at how terrible that join is. Like, honestly, like that. I could cut all of that off. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Okay, well, you get the idea. So I am going to shorten this, put this back on her, and I'll be right back. But what I want to do is I'm going to cut a length of this, however much I think will go around her ponytail. Oops. So I just want to go around her ponytail. Not all the way, because I'm going to need room to tie this in the back. So I'm going to cut a couple of those to kind of hide this ribbon. So 3 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 1. There's 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 1 Let me make sure all of my ends are cleaned up. Maybe make another pool of glue. So I'm going to do it in a long line. And I'm going to this is going to work. Maybe. There's one. Don't glue to the paper. No. Give it back to me. Oh, no. All right, let's do some. You know, I should use fabric tech for this. That would have been more sensible. This is not a flexible glue. Fabric tech is a flexible glue. All right, okay, but that did all right. That did what I wanted it to do. Kind of. Only popped the jumps up a little bit. Okay, I think the super glue was a bad idea. Although it's kind of sticky now. Kind of. See, but I can see the glue. Can you see the glue? I can see the glue. Am I going to see what's on it? It's on her head? Maybe. See, and look. It does not want to stay down. Nerds. I don't know if this ribbon's salvageable. You know what? Let's try it. Why not? What the heck? What's the worst that could happen? All right, we're going to try our fabric tack. We're going to put it right on top of the glue we already have down there. It's already ruined. I can't ruin it more. I literally can't ruin it any more than it's already ruined. All right, this glue is a little friendlier. Has a little more working time. Isn't going to get mad at me if I get my fingers in it. It's flexible. Okay. I think this was the answer all along. That was the answer. That was the answer. See, is it going to look bad? Are you going to notice all of that chaos from the glue? I don't know that you're going to notice. You know what I mean? I don't know that anybody will see that. I think that'll be our secret. Do I like it? Let's get gluey things out of the way. Yeah. Right? You see it. Right? Okay. Hold on. Okay. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. And we're going to do the big reveal. I have no idea how much of this recorded. Hopefully most of it did. Not sure. But hold on, and I'll be right back with you. I had glue all over my finger. Do you see that? That's ridiculous. All right. So here is our girl, all dolled up and ready to go. And look at all that silver on silver on silver. I didn't know if I'd like it or not, but I do. I found this little scrap of ribbon and I just glued some more of those gems to it to make her a little wrap around her high ponytail. So we've got her ponytail even dressed up. I didn't really want to, I thought about redoing her hair, but she, you know, she's actually a very simple doll. Again, she's the fashion jeans or whatever from 1981. She's kind of a simple doll. So we've really dressed her up a lot and really given her the glam. So let's give her her due and all the way down. Now I know that overskirt is actually supposed to be tied the other way, but why would you do that, right? Like this reminds me of so many of Barbie's old glam outfits. So I think, right, with all the layers and all of the stuff. So I really think she looks beautiful. What do you think? Did we improve her? Did we make her better? Isn't she gorgeous? So I'll give you a little bit of a turn. So her little cape here is out of a velour. It's kind of like a cotton velvet, and it's self-lined in this kind of satiny fabric, which is really smart. So then you don't have to add a lining on it and add any bulk. You know, that's always the problem with 1/6 scale, is adding too much bulk. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this quest. I hope she looks beautiful to you. I think she looks great. And I will see you in the next one. Let me know what you think. Do you have this doll? Did you have this doll? Did you have this outfit? What did you think of it? All right, I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. Nobody panic. Everybody stop panicking.